Hello and welcome to The American Dream, the only show to bring you real estate trends both nationally and locally. Every single week, we film multiple shoots in over 30 cities around the country, producing hundreds of real estate and lifestyle segments every month. And this week, we are bringing you the very best 4 from the month of May. We'll be showing you stories from Orange County, Orlando, Miami, and New York. And of course, bringing you the best stories from your own local market. Let's get started.
We do it in the spirit of going against the grain in the negative media, giving inspiring information, and having people walk away from our show with something of value.
You're seeing a disruption in both the real estate and the mortgage space.
A lot of people are just not willing to put in the work.
What video does is that it demands an emotional response.
You know what I love about the show? It's totally unscripted.
This first segment brings us to the beautiful Pacific Coast, where we go sailing and watch the spectacular annual whale migration. You're going to see whales, dolphins, birds. What better way to kick off the best of May?
Hey everybody, it's Schramm. Today we're living the American dream here in Dana Point, California. We're gonna go out on a private whale watching charter for the annual whale migration here. And we're gonna be interviewing Captain Todd Mansur. He owns and operates the Boardroom Sport Fishing out of Dana Wharf, where you can jump on one of his boats and go out and see this amazing migration that happens every year. Follow us as we meet with Captain Todd Mansur. Todd.
Ryan.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you too, man. Super pumped to meet you.
Yeah, thanks so much for having us. What a beautiful boat.
It's amazing, huh?
Yeah.
Nice platform. Look at this weather.
Insane.
Yeah, who can ask for more?
Can I come aboard?
Absolutely, welcome aboard. Come
awesome.
on in.
Thank
There's
you.
a handrail right there.
Oh my gosh, what a beautiful boat.
Pretty amazing, huh?
It really is.
So this is what our guests get to enjoy. You know, they come out with us and they get to see a vessel that has really been kept up to perfection.
Yeah.
Most people come on here and they ask me, you know, what's a boat like this cost? And then I start off by saying, well, let me just tell you first that this boat's not new. And so pricing this boat would be completely different today than when it was new. This boat is actually 32 years old.
I can't believe it. I could tell you guys have kept up with all the maintenance. It looks impeccable.
Absolutely, we keep up with everything. It's a start at one end, go to the other, and then start over again operation.
It
just
really
to keep the boat
is
looking like this.
Fishing and whale watching
Fishing,
in
whale
style.
watching, and traveling. We do a lot of traveling with the boat as well. We've got 3 large staterooms. We've got 4 bathrooms.
Wow.
We've got a full-size galley, full-size refrigerator. It's like being on a home, floating on the water. So yeah, it's a really unique platform to have here in Southern California for our local residents and our tourists to use as a platform to go out whale watching or fishing. It's amazing.
It's beautiful, Todd. So Todd, tell us a little bit about what you guys do on the boat. I know you do fishing and whale watching, but right now in April, this is the annual whale migration, isn't it?
Absolutely. So one of the things that everybody needs to know about this area, Dana Point, is it's got so much diversity. It's so amazing. We've got a summertime where water temperatures can be in the high 70s. We might have Dorado out here, we might have tuna out here, we might have marlin out here. And then we get into the wintertime, water temperatures drop into the 50s. We've got blue whales, gray whales, humpback whales. We've got an annual migration of gray whales that you can set your watch to. I mean, it's just, there's so much opportunity here in this area. And I can't say this more, Dana Point is unique. The geographic location of Dana Point sticks out like a thumb.
Yeah, that's one thing that I could see hopping on this boat with you, is the amount of knowledge that you've acquired over the years. This would be like an experience unlike any other, and I can't tell you how excited I am to get out there with you right now. Go check it out.
Absolutely. So I mean, you know, when you get out here, I like to think of it as your one day. You know, this is your day with me, and I gotta make it, no matter what, the best day that you can have out here, whether it's whale watching, whether it's fishing. And one of the ways for me to do that is to express through my passion my knowledge of these animals.
That's awesome. Such a cool program that you guys have here. I'm so looking forward to it.
Well, I'm looking forward to taking you out.
Well, let's get out there.
Right on. Let's get on the water.
All right. So Captain Todd, as soon as we left the harbor, put us on a spotted dolphin that were feeding on some round herring. It's like a scene out of National Geographic out here. It's pretty awesome. Check it out.
Some of you may be about to spend part of your summer at our next destination. But did you know you can also arrange for something more long-term at Disney World in Orlando?
Orlando may be known as the #1 family destination in the world, but it's also a place where many call home. And for a select few, that home is behind the gates of the exclusive luxury community of Golden Oak at Walt Disney World Resort. People travel from all over the world to visit this magical place, but did you know that you can have a magical address too? Well, I'm Tiffany Pantozzi with Compass Real Estate, and today I'm going to give you an exclusive look behind the gates where dreams really do come true.
With just under 300 custom home sites built by hand-selected top builders, attention to detail and quality is seen in every home. Here inside 10221 Maury Court, set on one of the only available waterfront lots, upon walking through the front door, the room opens up to soaring ceilings with natural wood beams and a grand waterfront view, inviting you to enjoy the Florida sunshine. The home includes a private casita to host guests or use as a private office or fitness room.
Here at Golden Oak, you're investing in an exclusive lifestyle with owner privileges and world-renowned Disney guest service.
Club Life offerings go beyond your expectations inside the community summer house with full-service dining, lounges, a large pool area, and fitness. Residents can also enjoy convenient access to the Four Seasons Resort with superlative restaurants, a full-service spa, and the Tom Fazio-designed Audubon-certified championship golf course. So inside Golden Oak, you get all the benefits that people seek out in a private luxury community with world-renowned parks and resorts and restaurants, entertainment, shopping, and so much more, literally at your doorstep. As a local, my personal favorite destination happens to be at Disney Springs. There's so much to entertain the whole family. You cannot possibly explore it all in just one day, but when you do come visit, be sure you don't miss some of these favorite hotspots.
Let me help you find the keys to your very own castle right here in Orlando, Florida. There's just something about this Florida weather that just makes everything a little more magical. Come and see for yourself.
Welcome back to this week's show, where we are showing you our favorite 4 segments from the month of May. So far, we have taken you to California and Orlando, and still need to take you to Miami and New York. But we'll also bring you news specific to your market every week. So now let's go to your city.
Hey, it's Adam Cobb with American Dream, and we're back here in Woodway, Washington. And today, we're going to take a look behind the gates of one of the most exclusive houses in Woodway. Let's take a look. What does everybody want? Guest parking. We got it here. Not only for your guests, but for your toys. Little Mercedes Sprinter van action here. Little camp out for the kids. Let's do it. What do you do when you live on 2 acres and it's time to call the kids in for dinner? Hit the bell, baby. Hit the bell. Supper time! How do you want to bond with your kids? It's time to roast some marshmallows. Bring the kiddos down here, put a couple pop on the stick, twirl it, and let's burn it. No? Welcome to Woodway Park Road. 2 acres of some of the most pristine landscaping you'll ever see. What an entrance. Let's take a look. Interesting, if I grew up in a house like this, I probably would have went to an Ivy League school. I mean, just look and feel the history that's in this room. Probably 20-foot ceilings. And what else do you get with 20-foot ceilings? I would have one of the biggest Christmas trees. Boom. Kids, presents, woo, I can feel it now. Huge informal dining off of the kitchen. We're talking old school supper club with this nice brass hood that's been painted. Little porridge on the stove. Lamb chop. I'm gonna raise it up, lower her down for a nice medium rare, and then we just go to the kitchen. You wanna see a chef's kitchen? Wow, look at this. Double dishwasher, Sub-Zero beverage fridge. I'm thinking, maybe 2008 Leonetti Reserve. Grabbing the pork, double Sub-Z, and then we got a 42-inch Wolf with custom hood and pot filler. This is your American dream. We're talking master suite, fit for a king. Take a look. Huge, sprawling master. Nice wall of windows. And then what's most important? We not only have our own laundry, huge walk-in closet, but come on, it does not get any better than this. Spa-like bath, Carrara marble, both sinks, huge shower. That's it for this week on American Dream. If you don't mind, I'm gonna kind of soak it all in and just relax, kind of reflect on the tour. It's time for me to hit the jets and you to hit the road. Boom. Woo, doggy.
All right, you guys, we're here at McMenamins. We're gonna meet with Dan Keller, who is one of the top lenders in the nation. We're gonna talk about the myths around or surrounding VA home loans and the eligibility. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go inside, we're gonna break down the myths of what you can and cannot do with a VA home loan. And if you qualify, this is specifically gonna be for our veterans. We really wanna make sure that we're reaching out to you guys so that way you understand that home ownership, you guys are putting your blood, your sweat, your tears, your families are sacrificing, and it's only up to us in this industry to help you guys be able to create a solid foundation for you and your family. So let's go take a look and let's go talk with Dan inside. All right. So we're here with Dan Keller, who's with Cross Country Mortgage. He is one of the top 1% in the nation, is that correct?
Yes.
As far as lenders, and so what's going on with the VA home loan portion of things?
Yeah, so
One, I commend you as a real estate professional to be having this conversation because it's so important. And two, I want to start out and just make, on behalf of the lending industry, make a formal apology. I think you and I can agree on this. Make an apology to you, the viewer, that the mortgage industry has done an absolutely horrific job representing the VA loan program. You know, it's one of the best programs for the most deserved people in the country. Lani, it's sad. Oftentimes I'll see that the person over at the big box lender, which I'm not going to name names, will not even understand general terminology associated with VA financing, like a DD 214 or a COE.
PCSN.
Yeah, and so, you know, our veterans deserve professionals. Our veterans deserve better. And in 2008 and 2009, when I got into the mortgage industry, I made a commitment to our active duty servicemen and women and our veterans that I would serve them. What I teach every single realtor or listing agent when I have a VA buyer and they're presenting an offer, I'll call the listing agent and I'll have a conversation with them. And many of the times, again, because the numbers or the reputation was skewed at the larger banks, missing closing dates, not understanding certain intricacies of VA qualifying guidelines, it causes delays and ultimately a loan or a transaction to be terminated as a result of that. So where I start is explaining some facts to real estate agents. And I think if you're listening to this and you're a realtor or a VA buyer or just someone in general, you need to understand this. The reason why they go zero down is not because they don't have any money. It's because they're taking advantage of a benefit that the US has given them for their service. So that's the most important thing, is they actually do have cash assets. The other thing is the average credit score for a VA buyer, and this is in 2018, was 738, a 738 FICO.
Way above any other loan program out there, especially with FHA recently.
Well, which is sub 7, and Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac is just right over like 714 or 718. So higher than average credit scores. And then the third, this is what's surprising. Even if they chose to put zero down, the default rate on VA loans is less than a Fannie Mae or a Ginnie Mae loan where there's a down payment involved. So that's just, people don't know that, and industries don't teach that.
Well, awesome. Do you have anything last minute or anything else that you think we might need to address as far as us not doing a good job getting the information out to where we need to get it out to?
Share this information. I think the first thing that you can do as a viewer is share this information. The second thing that you can do is you can love on a veteran. I mean, I'm super grateful for you and the service to our country. I have a huge place in my heart for people that literally signed a contract handing over their life for us to live in freedom. So that's really how I would end this, is like, go out, give a vet a high five, buy him a drink, and hey, if you are looking to purchase a home and you are a veteran, I highly recommend that you talk to Lani.
I highly recommend that you guys use Dan, because he definitely knows his stuff. He definitely knows what he's doing. And the fact that all of his VA home loans closed last year.
Strong.
That is amazing, right? Amazing.
Yeah.
So
thank you for what you do.
And no, you as well. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
We love bringing you both national and local stories every week. But this week, we're bringing you our very favorites from the month of May. The American dream is not just about real estate. It's about lifestyle and how people choose to live their dream. In this next clip, we learned about two people in Miami and how they are living out their dream through art, music, and classic goods.
Hey, American Dream TV. We're shooting our next lifestyle segment right here in Wynwood. We're with Bill Goldstein. Bill, thank you very much. The owner of Walt's Grace Vintage here in Wynwood. Thank you for opening our doors for us.
Of course, man.
Let's go take a look. Why don't you tell us the concept and where Walt's Grace Vintage came from?
Okay, so Walt's Grace Vintage, at the end of the day, we're just an art gallery like any other in Wynwood, but this is our idea of art. Vintage cars, vintage guitars.
So Bill, where did this come from? You know, telling everybody how this concept came about and where it came about.
I heard a song And it was about a guy very much like myself that wanted to change his life. But in the song, he wanted to get away from what he was doing, and his dream was to build a homemade submarine. So I'm listening and I'm like, wow, this sounds like me. So I really related to this song, but most importantly, I related to the chorus. And it said, when you're done with this world, the next is up to you. And I said, well, what a simple concept. I said, you know, what's my submarine? And I said, you know what? It's vintage cars, vintage guitars. You know, quit my job. I came up with this concept. And a few weeks later, I was hammering nails and hanging drywall at our first location and, you know, never looked back.
So we saw the cars. Now we're on the guitar side and the amplifier side. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what's over here?
So a good portion of what we have are vintage guitars and amplifiers. But as the brand has grown, kind of give the people what they want. A lot of people come in, especially in Miami, looking for newer stuff. Sure. So while we've stayed true to our vintage roots and our vintage passion, we do now carry some new lines of guitars, some new lines of amps, but we are very selective and we curate even our new guitar collections and only order stuff that are either vintage inspired or vintage reissues of the originals. The way it's arranged currently, I mean, this is our Gibson wall. We're about to have tons more Gibsons as we're an official Gibson dealer now. The center wall are new Fender guitars. Hard to tell because they really do look the same as they always have. My kind of third passion is, and it's right where I started, was traditional art. So you'll see around the gallery, we do have traditional fine art. This is done by an artist named Dominique Rojas, who does all of her work out of guitar picks.
And actually, we have one of the artists here.
We do.
Wonderful. So let's meet Mark. American Dream TV, we have the pleasure to be with Mark Weiss. Thank you for showing us your artwork. And so how did Mark Weiss become Mark Weiss?
Mark Weiss became Mark Weiss by sneaking into concerts as a 15-year-old kid in Madison Square Garden, where I shot some of these photos that I'm selling here today, you know. This Eric Clapton was my first photo I shot. I was 15, that's the Coliseum.
Oh my God. And this is just a perfect fit, you know, that complements the place. And this is a culmination of all the hard work and all the tough days and the tough nights and the struggles, you know, and the story of Walt Grace and how it evolved is just, it's just starting.
It's finally getting fun. You know, I was a lot of hard work back there. I mean, I was busting my butt. I don't know how I did it, but I did it.
And to see you two collaborate in a location and a brand like Walt Grace Vintage is just, it's inspiring. American Dream, this is Mark Weiss. We're at Walt Grace Vintage. Thanks for joining us.
This week's show is celebrating the very best segments from May, and we still have a fantastic story from New York to come. But first, let's bring you an expert in your local market.
What a day. You know, you have a surprise for the viewers. It's a very large surprise. I think we might need a cup of coffee for it. All right, let's go into Storyville and grab one. We got our coffees.
Yes.
I think I'm ready. I am so excited to be featuring Queen Anne Hill on this week's episode of American Dream TV. This is such a cool, cool neighborhood. It's in the center of everything.
Yeah, I love this neighborhood. You can see people walk relaxed. They love outdoor activities. And up the hill, you can see huge luxury mansions.
And I understand one of them you've got coming on the market this week.
Yes, I'm so excited. Actually, the house is just ready to view. Do you want to take a tour?
I would love to take a tour.
Let's go.
All right,
okay.
Let's go. What an incredible setting. Now let me take you back in time.
Okay.
Imagine it's 1902 and you're throwing a party. All of your friends would come up along this street and they'd come up these marble staircases to join your party. How cool would that be?
That's amazing.
Right? Can you just picture them all with their ascots and their long coats?
Some imagination, right?
Absolutely.
Welcome to the grand entry.
Wow.
Look at this house. They have 2 living rooms. This is one of them. And if you come over, they probably invite you here because this is for family and close friends.
Ah, okay.
And yeah, the other one, if they don't know you that much yet, or they are not sure whether they want to talk to you yet, here is a place for the guest.
So the homeowner could choose whether or not to meet the person here. So if I showed up and they put me in this room, I should be a little disappointed?
Yes,
Ah,
yes, so be
darn
nice.
How many years did they spend rehabbing this house?
More than 20 years.
20 years.
Yes.
20 years. You're not going to believe that. You know, one of the things I was reading that your client had told us is he actually told the carpenter, I don't like sagging bookshelves because you all know when you put a lot of books on a shelf, it tends to bow.
Yeah.
He told him, I want the shelves strong enough to support a man. The carpenter climbed onto the bookshelves to show him that it could bear the weight.
Yes. Do you want to try that?
All right. No, I don't want to try that.
Okay.
I'll take his word for it. I'm surrounded by gold. Incredible. In fact, the medallions around the chandeliers were hand painted by an artist in Tennessee who specializes in Southern Mansion chandelier medallions. Let's show him where the rest of the meal comes from. So this room actually used to have a hallway that connected to the kitchen. And so what the chef would do is prepare the meal by course, and then the servants would come and they would wait in this room. There's a pocket door right here. And so when they heard the bell ring, they would bring the next course out.
This is one of 2 master suites, but this is a huge one. It's not just huge, it's also when you live here, you have that royal family feeling because when you stay in the bed, you can see Space Needle, and also as lady, you can check out who is coming.
That's right, that's right. The lady of the house would come to this railing right here and be able to look down onto the foyer and see who was coming into the home. You know, they'd funnel one of them off into the lower class living room or funnel them over to the higher class, but she could decide whether or not she wanted to greet them, right?
That's right. So if you are at Laine, that side.
Yeah.
Janice Cai, this side.
Why do I keep getting downgraded? What master suite is complete without its own kitchen? W.J. Whitney, who's the gentleman that first built this home, is also the guy who built the Columbia Tower, the tallest building in the Seattle skyline.
Wow, that's amazing, huh?
It's pretty neat.
Yeah. Wow. I know you would have a wall here.
She has the best view in the entire house.
I know,
That's
I know.
incredible. I'm looking at Mount Rainier, Space Needle, Seattle Center, Elliott Bay, the entire downtown skyline. I can see the Cascade Mountains. This is incredible. I would never leave.
Then you can buy this home. You can have the view forever.
All right, you take cash?
Sure.
What we're sitting on right now is an outcropping of the house. This home was built on a promontory, actually a big rock. And because of that, it was allowed to be built about 12 feet forward of the houses on either side. So those houses have great views. Our house has 210 degrees of great views that go from the Olympics through Elliott Bay, downtown, all the way over to the Cascades, and all unobstructed. It is incredible. What an incredible house, Janice. Thank you so much for including me and showing it to me. I think our viewers are going to love it and can't wait for people to see it firsthand.
You can schedule a private tour with me and go to seattletopproperties.com and I'll show you around.
Thanks for tuning in. We look forward to seeing you next time on American Dream TV, Seattle. Let's have a cocktail.
Sure, let's go.
Where's my cocktail?
Lastly, we are taking you to New York and the leafy Cobble Hill neighborhood in Brooklyn. Let's check it out.
Today, we tour Cobble Hill, Brooklyn with Ari Harkov of Halstead Real Estate. Cobble Hill is known for its tree-lined blocks, its brownstone residences, great shopping and eating here along Court Street. Ari's going to take us to Cobble Hill Park, which is just down this way. Let's go check it out and see what he's got in store.
Hi, I'm Ari Harkov with the Harkov Lewis team at Halstead Real Estate, and we're here in Cobble Hill Park in Cobble Hill, Brooklyn, one of my all-time favorite neighborhoods in New York City. The neighborhood is known for its quaint, picturesque tree-lined streets, gorgeous brownstones, beautiful pre-war buildings, and is lined by Court Street and Smith Street with great upscale retail, with easy access to downtown Manhattan via numerous subway lines at the northern part of the neighborhood. Today we're going to take a look at a beautiful mint 3-bedroom home at 210 Pacific Street, a recently completed ground-up development in the heart of the neighborhood. Let's go take a look. You enter Residence 3W at 210 Pacific Street off the key-locked elevator into this spacious entry foyer with ample storage, and into this gorgeous living and dining room with dining space, living space, and an incredible picture window which lets in abundant natural light into this beautiful mint home. .210 Pacific Street is a recently completed ground-up passive house condominium in the heart of Cobble Hill, Brooklyn. Nowhere else will you find this rare combination of interior finishes, private outdoor space, underground deeded parking, a children's playroom, beautiful lobby, and easy access to all the local and express subway lines that'll take you into downtown Manhattan in a flash. Second and third bedrooms are tucked away neatly on this side of the home. Each has a custom designed window overlooking Pacific Street, plenty of storage, and the split bedroom layout is ideal for privacy. Off the dining area, you've got this incredible custom chef's kitchen with a waterfall edge marble countertop, top of the line stainless steel appliances by Miele, and custom floor to ceiling cabinetry. Over here on the wall, you've got a huge Sub-Zero fridge and plenty of pantry and additional storage space. As we head down the hallway off the custom chef's kitchen, you've got a beautiful, gorgeous second bathroom, this amazing walk-in laundry room with additional storage, and now we enter into the master suite. You've got a walk-in closet to your right, this spa-like master bath with glass enclosed shower, soaking tub, and marble-topped sink. The master suite is tucked away behind this pocket door. You've got 2 additional closets, and then you step into this incredible room with this massive south-facing, oversized picture window looking out onto the backyards of Cobble Hill, Brooklyn. Now that we've seen the interior of this amazing home, I'm going to take you upstairs to show you the beautiful private roof deck with incredible views overlooking Cobble Hill, Boerum Hill, and downtown Brooklyn. Let's go take a look. Residence 3W comes with this incredible deeded private rooftop cabana. You've got loads of space for relaxation, outdoor dining, with views overlooking Boerum Hill, Cobble Hill, and all the way into downtown Brooklyn, stretching east to the Atlantic Avenue Terminal and Barclays Center. Again, I'm Ari Harkov with Halstead, and I want to thank you for joining me on this tour today of Residence 3W at 210 Pacific Street and on the brownstone tree-lined streets of gorgeous Cobble Hill, Brooklyn. I hope you've enjoyed the tour.
So much to everyone who makes the American dream possible. We love learning about so many different parts of the country and hope you do too. This week it was great to look back over the highlights from the hundreds of segments we made in May. Plus, learn more about your local market. Thank you so much for watching.